So hey everyone, in this lecture we are going to learn about how to set up hacking environment on your computer or laptop. So before diving into the practical of setup hacking environment, you need to fulfill these following requirements. The minimum hardware requirement of your computer system is at least 4 GB of RAM, i3 processor, it can be Intel processor or AMD processor, and minimum of 320 GB of hard disk space you need to have. And the software requirement is virtualization enabled. So the process of enabling virtualization is some kind of tricky process. So let's see how we can enable virtualization in any computer. Different computer laptops have different BIOS keys and means you it's depend upon your computer motherboard or your laptop model that how we can enable BIOS settings and virtualization in your computer system. So the majority process is turn off your computer system and then turn it on by pressing and holding a special key. The special key can be different for different operating system. I mean different computer models that mainly we can use F12, F2 or delete button. You can try any of it if it works for you and you will and the BIOS is the program that execute when you are press and hold any special key that work for your computer system, and after that you can enable virtualization in your BIOS settings. You can also Google about it or YouTube about it for finding the best solution for your computer system to enable virtualization. So let's see. So now our computer system is ready to launch our Linux or our hacking environment on our existing operating system computer or Windows. So you need to download two files. One is a image file or operating system file of Linux, and second one is VirtualBox software. So VirtualBox software is a software that allow us to use a operating system virtually on our existing operating system. In other words, we can say you can use Linux on your Windows computer system with the help of VirtualBox software. So I hope you understand my points. So let's see the practical of this. So now, first of all, we need to download Kali official image file or operating system file. So Kali.org is the official website of Kali Linux. So here we can download the latest version of Kali Linux. So let's click on download button. So now we have two options here. First one is the installer and second is the virtual machine. So installer image is the image file, that image package that we can flash in any pen drive or any computer system and install Kali Linux on any of computer system you have. And second one is virtual machine. So virtual machine is basically a package that's specially designed for VirtualBox software or virtual machine softwares like VirtualBox. So means you can install with the help of installer we can install Kali Linux on any computer system directly, and virtual machine package is specially for the VirtualBox or virtual environment Kali. So we download, yeah, first one is installer. So there is 64-bit, 32-bit and Apple Silicon also available. So we go here for 64-bit. So when we click on recommend, okay, so here is installer package and other package. So let's download installer. We can also use torrent to download this package. So now I already have this package, so I don't download it again. So let's move to the second software requirement, that was VirtualBox software available on official website of virtualbox.org. So you can download by pressing download button. Let's see what is the next page appear here. So we need to download for Windows host and just click on that software and you can see our file manager is opened and we can now download VirtualBox software here. So after downloading this VirtualBox software and Linux image, here the actual process begin. So this is the first interface you can see when you launch virtual machine software after installing it. So I already have Kali Linux virtual the virtual machine in VirtualBox. So let's show you how to download, or I mean how to set up a new virtual environment of Kali on your VirtualBox. So click on new, and here we need to type the name. So I will type here Linux demo, because I already have name Kali, so I have to set up a different name here, Linux demo. So automatically type of operating system is selected like Linux. If you're using any another operating system, you can select. So you need to type Linux for Linux, and version is 34-bit, and if your computer system is 32 bits, you have to select 32 bits. So here I will select 64-bit and click on next. So minimum RAM requirement of at least 2 GB. So here we can set. Okay, so it is the RAM of our virtual operating system. So click on next, click on create, click on next, and here is the storage of physical hard disk of your virtual operating system. So we can set a virtual hard disk for our virtual operating system. The hard disk can be dynamical or static, or we can call fixed size. Dynamical is get large with time, and fixed sizes remain fixed with time. So we select dynamic, you can also select fixed. So just click on next and allocate memory space or secondary storage to your virtual operating system of at least 20 GB. So now we need to set up our image file for this operating system. Click on settings, and in general section click on advanced and enable clipboard for hybrid. Here hybrid means we can copy paste any text from our main operating system to virtual operating system, and also drag and drop files between our operating system. So you need to enable these settings. So click on system. So here we need to set up our storages. First one is optical, that we are going to allocate it. Optical is our image file, and hard disk we have just created. So you need to select this both optical and hard disk. Now processor, you need to assign for best performance at least two processor. So display remains same. Storage, here we need to allocate that image file with our virtual operating system. In storage section click on controller IDE. Here is shown empty, so we need to attach our operating system file here. So click on this disk icon and choose a disk file. So here is the list of I downloaded. I have operating system already downloaded. So I will select here parrot home 5.1.2. Okay, now click on open. So as you can see, disk name here, our operating system file is assigned to this virtual machine. So now everything seems to be okay. So click on OK and click on start. You have to wait few seconds until it show you a window of virtualbox. So here we can also close this, and no bootable media found. Okay, seems we have mistake something. Let's power off it and try again. So I okay, I need to allocate Linux image file because I selected Linux system here, uh, in storage, and here. Okay, choose the disk. Here is Kali Linux. So I have to set up this Linux, and let's see. Click on OK. Here we can also see overview of our settings, that we can see we have assigned a SATA of 21 GB and 1.11 GB of our optical disk or operating system file image. So let's click on start and see if it work. So okay, so our operating system is launched.